Ladies and gentlemen, get ready here. In the upper right, in the red. From Alpha X, he is Ragnarok. Spawning here in the bottom left. In the blue. Currently teamless, he is the Terran player BYUN. Keeping everything in his base for now. Pillars of Gold. A rather open and wide map, as you can see. Lots of areas to fight. Some choke points, of course. High ground. But nothing too nuts. Nothing too redonkulous to if I do say so myself. We do have Hatch first out of Ragnarok, not choosing himself. It was a 16 Hatch, so just making sure no pesky early SCV scouts can get anything done. We do know BYUN has a very effective eBay block for PvT, but I don't think I've ever seen that happen in PvZ. In TVZ, my bad, not PvZ, TVZ. I have seen a pylon block in PvZ, but that isn't this. Okay. So it is going to be a marine expand. So BYUN not concerned about getting any immediate early scouting. Not too crazy or concerned about Ragnarok doing anything cheesy. Hasn't even sent an SCV scout, completely in the dark. Knows nothing. But that will allow him to get a very fast factory. And soon enough, a reactor. Be able to get himself a reactor. So very good, very good, very good. And we'll just keep things business as usual. It is, I think I already said a reactor. No third base yet out of Mr. Ragnarok. He's getting speed, 2 queens, Overlord, but we should be seeing that third base coming on down here pretty soon. Now, BYUN recently returned from his military service, and he is beloved to be had back. Everyone is so excited to be back. He has been making a splash, making it into the GSL. Hasn't won yet. He hasn't completely made the victory happen quite yet. Ooh, okay. So this is a little bit of a later third, all things considered. I mean, it's before 3 minutes, so that's pretty good. But it's about the latest that you want to get it. He didn't even face any harassment from a Reaper or anything. Nothing like that. And it's in the triangles place. Now, normally when you see this, you know that things can get pretty feisty. Pretty feisty. I do say so myself. Now, if we take a look here, we do have Banshees with Cloak coming on in. So that'll be the form of harassment BYUN decides to take. We'll see if he's going to add anything else on there, but we do have a tech lab coming in onto this factory. Now, I'm curious to see what kind of aggression Ragnarok wants to go, because really there is no reason to get a base closer to your opponent than if you want to get aggressive. And I mean, there are rocks that you could park tanks behind here, nice little nooks that you can apply pressure from, and there's multiple attack angles to come in from as Terran. So Zerg has a plan. Ragnarok has a plan. He's the man with a plan, and his overload speed is going to allow him to see things. Now, a lot of mariners in here to try and deny the scout. So far, so good.
Time to raise
But there are 2 overlords coming on in. Ragnarok has finally seen. It's been able to get a sneak in here. Peek, see the Banshees coming with the cloak. Now, he didn't obviously see the Banshee itself, but he did see the cloak researching, which is a safe assumption. First Banshee all the way across the map now. We're going to see that no third base in the normal location. BYUN now only scouting for the first time. Here he comes in, but oh, the Sport Crawler coming in at the perfect time, but perfect micro from BYUN, as per usual. Will allow him to snipe 2 drones to start off with the singular Banshee, so not too shabby to start things off. Stim on the way. We are going to be going bio. I've been seeing a lot of bio. Mech seeming to fall out of flavor right now. Have not been seeing very much mech out of Terran lately. You know, it's been very popular against Zerg. This Banshee also getting another 2 drone kills. Very nice, very nice. Where is that second? That second mistress of death. Okay, she's making her way across the map. Already cloaked, interestingly enough, as she crosses creep. So, gonna come in, gonna start sniping drones. One, just gonna be the one. One in the main, near the main, is just gonna hide in the corner for now, build up energy. This one looking like she'll run out of energy before anything else. We do have a hit squad of Marines in here. Oddly enough, this Banshee coming in trying to get another couple kills. We'll be able to get a couple more. No attempts on the saves, on the drone saves here out of Ragnarok. He is content to just let them die. He hasn't lost very many so far in this game. It's only been 6. Easily been able to place that 58 armies, 60 workers to the 48 of BYUN. BYUN now getting his 3rd base turned into an orbital, so soon he'll be plopping that on down. 4th base on the way for Ragnarok. He's going to continue to save this base for a later time. I guess this might just not be his favorite base. Maybe it feels too far away from everything else. I don't know. I'm not quite sure at this choice. We have not seen any aggression out of him yet. He does have 1-1 for Lings and Banes on the way. Banshee's going to try and get another couple drones. Gets 1, not quite 2. Lair is done. And we can see, but the Baneling speed's on the way. But nothing else. No Mutas, no Hydras. It's just pure Ling Bane at this point. Looking for that very basic tier 1 army. Terran's getting ready to come in for a fight, and Baneling speed's only about 4/7 done. That is a lot of Lings, though. Only 5 Banelings, 7 more going to be coming in. 43 Lings out here. 24 Marines coming in here. Kind of pseudo 2-1-1. Pressure coming in here. Just trying to stay on creep. This little dance of death here as BYUN tries to target down the hatchery. Oh, it forces the cancel last second. The Banelings, though, are able to get a decent connection, take out a good chunk of the Marines. However, the medevacs are going to load up and then come right here into the main. The Lings having to run all the way around circles here. This is a very easy harassment type for Terran. The Queen's going to go down before the medevac. A little unfortunate, but now that has bought enough time for the Lings to come back in here. Queen's ready to intercept the medevac's going to snipe the empty one. And Brenda and her knitting crew. Brenda! Why don't we have creep over here yet? We didn't snipe the medevac. But the Marines are just going to come here, snipe an Overlord. They will have to load up, though, unless they want to die. So it is going to be Hydralus as the tech of choice here for Mr. Ragnarok to follow up the Ling Bane. It's going to be his supporting side. There's not a lot of dead airspace, so not the most effective thing you have here. Finally, the Banshees will get taken care of. Sniping another couple drones here. No, both Banshees gone. Total, though, 11 drones have gone down over the course of this game. Ragnarok up to 71. He's had a slight income advantage for a lot of this game, but now with 3rd base online, BYUN with his mules is able to start to gain a slight lead, if not just only temporarily. Supplies are pretty darn even. Slight advantage for Ragnarok, but he's there, so you know. Widow memes are going to be the flavor of the day. Nice contamination here to delay some of the mining of that there. 2-2 on the way for Mr. BYUN. He is able to get that nice and healthy going. Just +2 attack right now for Ragnarok. Forgetting +2 Carapace. Hopefully starting that soon. There you go. There you go, my man. Concussive shells, and we do have a bit of an attack here right off the creep. BYUN trying to move out, but that is so many Lings and Banes. Widowmine shot going to try and do its best, but that's just a lot of Zerg right now. So gonna be able to deflect that and clean that up. BYUN actually had an army supply. Just a lot of it's at home. Was just trying to put on pressure. Not ready to quite move out yet. He'll want to wait till 2-2 is done. Don't want to do an anti-timing. We do have Drilling Claws now on the way. Heck yeah. Hive now being morphed in for Ragnarok. Both sides trying to see where they can poke. Now becomes the test and dance. We do have a drop getting ready for BYUN. He wants to get things ready. Morphing some more Banelings in here, but not quite ready to go. I do expect BYUN to start to make a push once 2-2 is done. He's nearing the max out point, so is Ragnarok. Looks like we might have a bit of an attack coming in here. Nice Widow meme shot drawn for Ragnarok here. The drop getting ready to come in, but here's this attack. The Widow Mine's really not doing so much yet. The Baneling's trying to roll in here and take out some SUVs. They do! And the planetary even goes down. No repair coming in. And now the Widow Minefield's going to have to do a lot here. Boom! That was a nice, sexy Baneling hit. And now Zerg's going to have to retreat as there is this attack coming on here on the north side. 5th base trying to come in for Ragnarok. That's definitely going to have to get canceled. Scan, allowing him to pick off some creep. Gets canceled. Going to go in after the drone. Gets it. And then we'll be able to pick up and load out. Ooh, nice micro here. Getting some nice ling trades. Forcing just a little bit more carefulness out of Zerg. Trading a lot more, and finally, once the Banelings roll out, that's when he decides to leave. At the same time, though, BYUN's getting ready to move here across at the western position, the 4th base, the 3 o'clock base, one might even call it. New base being built down here for BYUN. Scan going down, pick off creep. Ragnarok's going to be able to start to transition over here, but look at the army supply, guys. 67 of Ragnarok and 110 of BYUN. BYUN having the tremendous lead. 2-2 is done. +2 armor is about to complete here. No Widow Mine shots going off, but more and more pressure. There's not enough Zerg here. Widow Mine shots not doing a whole lot. Marauders in the front here to help tank for this. Lings going and drawing Widow Mine shots. Banelings staying alive. Queen dying. Terran surviving. And we are going to back up for now. A couple of drones might have been picked off, but the base lives. 80 drones to 64. Very healthy drone count. Ragnarok with a very healthy income advantage right now. Even upgrades. He has only started +2 ground attack. He's spending his gas on Hydras and Banes. Needs to make sure he has enough. There's been no run-bys or anything that I've been able to notice. Hope maybe if you guys have seen it, let us know in the comments. But yeah, okay, 4th base back online for BYUN. He's going to be able to get his mining back to the position that he wants. Adrenal glands, 12 more Banelings, and Zerg's trying to build up that force. 20 Hydras, but here comes a huge Terran force. And that's a lot of Widow memes. There's 11 out on the map right now, and the field is spread wide. This is dangerous. Ragnarok, though, trying to go for a nice surround. Little mistimed, though, and off of creep. The Banelings dodging the Widow Mine shots. Nice splits there on the north. The Marines stimming back and trying to kite. We're off of creep, so they're going to be able to run away, but they're going to have to load up into the medevacs, and their medevacs are going to be able to escape before the Hydras can quite get to them. Nice deflection here out of Ragnarok, who's on nearly the same army supply. Now we're going to fight in the protection of the planetary. The Banelings rolling forward, trying to get around. They're just going to crash straight through the planetary, take that out. Ragnarok knows he can't fight that Terran force without more Banelings, and he's just going to run away. BYUN trying to pick off some straggling Hydras. Going to be able to maybe snipe a couple, but for now, things are good. Oh, actually retreating back into the force of Widow memes. Ooh, some nice hits there. 14 more Banelings on the way, but we only have 1 right now, and that is so much Terran bile. BYUN knows there's not very many Banelings here, so he can dive a little bit deeper into the paint. The Hydras, though, have a beautiful concave, and that is not enough bile. 3-3, 10 seconds away from being done. BYUN hidden with a little bit of an anti-timing, loses a bunch of medevacs, loses a bunch of bile, and he's going to have to back up for the time being. We now have Vipers on the way. 3-3 is done for BYUN. He is working on replacing that 4th base yet again, building it on location. He doesn't have any replacement command centers. He is stripped. He is strained for money, but so is Ragnarok. You can see his bank is literally in a recession. Even though he does have 82 workers mining, he is spending every bit of that. He hasn't been kinder, so he hasn't going to have to do much replacing there. He's trading out a lot of links. 293 have died so far in this game. Resources lost is in favor of BYUN right now, but only by about 3k. It's not the end of the world. Widow Mines being used for annoyance and aggression. BYUN going to be able to see this Ling run by here as BYUN sends out a couple of 3 medevacs filled with things. This Ling run by, though, is going to have to retreat, as that might be a little too much Terran bio to be comfortable dealing with. Ultralisk Cavern on the way. Let's go. We're going to be getting to the big Lings. It's a very Lisk army. Hydralisk, Ultralisk, Ling, Bane. A sexy comp if I've ever seen one. 5th base is established now for Ragnarok. He is just mining like a madman. Occasionally, BYUN's been able to lower it. BYUN's going to try and lower that income advantage that Ragnarok has here on the 3 o'clock side. A lot of Banelings morphing in range of these Marauders. Marauders going to be able to cancel a bunch of them, but these numbers still make it. We have 32 out on the map. We have a bunch of huge Ling Hydra force. Ling Hydra force. This looks like it's going to be enough to be able to defend this. Vipers not even have to cast any sort of spells. Widow Mine's getting some decent connections, but not on enough to seal the deal. This attack over here getting deflected by this large bile force. BYUN just content and happy to stay on Marine Marauder medevac right now and throwing in a few mines. Just very simple forces right now. Marauders tanking these Baneling hits, but deep in the paint. And yeah, those banelings are going to get some nice shots off on some very hurt Terran Bio. Chitinous plating on the way. We do have a Ultralisk on the way. No more after that. Ragnarok, very starved for minerals and gonna make 16 more banelings. Banelings, something you always never seem to have enough of. Just like a bag of chips. There's never seems to be enough chips in that bag. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You know. You know. Okay, Liberators is going to be the play. I like that choice. Fun fact, Ultralisks don't hit them. 5th base trying to be taken by BYUN here, but is it going to happen? Nice blinding clouds here on the Bile, preventing a lot of the Bile from taking out these banelings as they roll forward, crashing into 13 SCVs. The planetary almost goes down. BYUN needs to heal that. Ragnarok's going to have to back up for now. His base will get repaired. But meanwhile, there was a little Hydra hit squad trying to come over here. On the left side, it is an orbital. BYUN had to float his main command center over there just so to have a 5th base. The base that was trying to go over here, though, does seem to have been deflected. Chitinous plating's done, but that's just so much Terran Bio. They're able to snipe that Ultras before anything can ever happen. A lot of medevacs here. Those Hydras extremely exposed. Nothing to tank for them, nothing to buffer. And yeah, they got good DPS, but not when they're dying. Drones now even going down. Ragnarok just trying to buy some time. There was a small hit squad over here, and that is a large Zerg force over there. He really needs that over here. He did not split his army properly enough to be able to do it. 3 Ultralisks, Usain Boltralisks, as they have the speed upgrade, are going to come in here and help deal a lot of damage. That's going to force the medevacs to load up and go into the main. There's not a lot of Terran Bio left over. Really do a lot of damage. The Hydra Force with Wings and Banes is going to try and come over here, but at this point, Ragnarok has lost 19 workers, and actually, he did not lose the base. Ultralisk now coming back up in here. This is off the creep, so nice kiting, good targeting. I'm going to be able to snipe something, and now they're just going to come back on over here and finish the job. Targets down the hatchery. Broodlings dealing some damage. Just trying to kite here. The Ultra is finally making their way all the way around to do this, but it's 129 armor supply for BYUN to just 62 of Ragnarok. The resources lost. Oh my gosh, before it was 3,000, now it's 14,000. Ragnarok severely behind. He's been out mining for so long in this game, but has not been able to make cost-efficient trades. And with this multi hitting out of BYUN here, just punching every location. This force might be too much. BYUN just not afraid to go deep in the creep because he knows there's no banelings. The Ultralisk trying to do what they can, but the Marauder target fire is just so sexy. There's so many Marauders out here. The Ultralisks are all dead now. Liberators getting in the try to be afraid. There's only 1 Hydralisk able to deal with this, and it's not even targeting down the right things. Now the Terran Bio is going to be able to continue to push forward. 169 supply to just 85. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe, I do declare that BYUN is going to take this game number 1 hit. This drop is still doing stuff. Oh my word. GG. BYUN takes game number 1. Well done. Well done, I say. That was pretty dang good. Good play out of both players. I did enjoy that. Okay. Game number 2. Going to be on Oxide. One of the newer maps. They recently patched it so you can't have a 2 pylon for us cannon rushers out there. But that doesn't affect here because you ain't going to be seeing no cannon rushes. No, no, sir. Alright, folks, here we go. Here in the top right, in the red, hailing from Alpha X, the Zerg player, Ragnarok. Down 1-0, but looking to bring it back. But here in the bottom left, the Terran sensation himself. In the blue, it is BYUN. Okay. How does Ragnarok decide? How is he going to decide how he wants to respond? With a 17 hatch this time instead of a 16. Wow. Game changing. Kappa. What does BYUN do? A gas is up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why hasn't he gotten a gas yet? Okay, he's about to get it right here. Gas feels pretty late, all things considered. Well, in case you weren't aware, this is going to be a Marine expand. Unless BYUN knows something I don't. Maybe even a 2-on-1. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so last game I did say, you know, Ragnarok took the triangle third, which typically means you kind of want to be a little more aggro. He wasn't very aggro. I don't know if he really had a chance to be. And another interesting thing, BYUN didn't make a single Hellion in that last game. We typically see Hellions in a TVZ, but he didn't. He just went straight to Banshees. Straight to Banshees. For a second I thought that was a third CC, and I'm like, okay, that explains it. But no, 2-on-1. Okay, the BYUN Classic, the 2-on-1. Now this has a lot of weaknesses, but also a lot of strengths. A lot of people consider it to be a bad build, but in the hands of the master, is it though? Is it? Ooh, you want to know what's something that helps deal with this though? A spicy Roach, all in off a 2 base. Roach Warren before even a 3rd base. Ragnarok monster. What did you see? What did you see that triggered this? So you saw the reactor. He just knows. He knows. He instinctively is able to be like, okay, again, didn't see a Reaper. There's no Reaper that came my way. And yeah, okay. He stopped at 21 drones. He has not made a single drone since then. And is just banking up, saving up for those roaches. Roach is done. 4 roaches on the way. Still no 3rd base. So this is super duper committed. Stim now being researched, but Ragnarok at 16 army supply to just the 8. And you want to know what that 8 is? 5 Marines with 3 more on the way. You know what? Don't trade well. Oh, don't deal well with roaches. Low numbers of Marines. They just crumble. If you have the same number of roaches as you do Marines, and the number of Marines is below 10, tearing in for a bad time. We're even adding in a Ravager to now the Ling Flood is beginning. Ragnarok, not even supply blocked yet and building an Overlord. What an intelligent, smart man. Ling's poking in just to see what there is, but guys, there's 22 Lings, 4 Roaches, 1 Ravager against 11 Marines. The factory is building a reactor! Ruh-roh, Spaghetti-o, and the Lings get a beautiful surround on the Marines. The Corrosive Bile gonna actually kill more Lings and nothing else. But that's okay, because more Lings are on the way. These Roaches are tanky boys. Ravager Bile crashing on them. The supply depot not gonna survive. It's gonna fall. The Lings and the Roaches are in. There's nothing to keep them out. There's nothing to defend. What does BYUN have? A handful of Marines. What are they doing? SCVs. The boys are pulled, but they are going down and going down fast. Another Ravager joining the fray. GG Ragnarok cheesily ties up the series at a beautiful, perfect 420. A get lit. And that means the series is tied up 1-1. Now, we'll go into game 3. You may already know what the result is. Or you could look it up. But where would be the fun in that? If you don't know yet, don't look. Just enjoy the surprise here that's about to take place on map number 3, Death Aura. Let's go. Oh, it even gives us good intro music. Guys, welcome to game 3. Here in the bottom right, in the red, from Alpha X, he is Ragnarok. And then the top left in the blue trunks. One of the best Terrans ever played a game. Guys, put your hands together for BYUN. So in game 1, we had a nice long macro game. In game 2, we had a beautiful 420 cheese. Now in game 3, what are we gonna see? BYUN's building his stuff in his base. He's getting faster gas, not going for that greedy 2-on-1, which is very, very weak to cheese, as we saw before. I mean, if you get away with it, it pays dividends. But when you don't get away with it, it gets a little awkward. For a second, I was like, no command center yet. Well, yeah, no, it's too early. Will we see Ragnarok get a third base this time? He's just opening up normal. Not rushing to get his gas. He's not looking for the fastest speed possible. Okay, so we are finally going to see the legendary BYUN Reaper, the man who has forced the balance team to nerf this unit twice, if I do remember correctly. If my facts are correct. If not, I do apologize. But I tend to have a decent memory when it comes to things like this. So Reaper now going to come out, Marine the follow-up. And so BYUN's actually going to scout his opponent this time. He even sent an SEV scout. Just to make sure that Ragnarok wasn't 12 pulling or anything else. He did not dive the SEV deeper in. Say anything. I mean, that's not going to help you because Ragnarok opened normal and then built the Ro16 like right back here. So we do have a factory on the way, a reactor. So it looks like we might be seeing a bit of a more normal TVZ. This one actually getting the Hellions. Reaper now going to come in. Grenade trying to get a drone. Doesn't even take a hit until then. But then we'll run away. Ragnarok not losing any of his lings. Very good. And it's actually just going to be a really fast third CC build. Third base coming down sooner for BYUN than it is for Ragnarok. Ragnarok getting it at 254. BYUN just slightly earlier about. Max 10 seconds earlier. But it makes a difference. So BYUN looking to get very greedy, very fast. So yeah, okay. Hellions. Good boy. Gonna be ready for whatever comes this way. Knows that it's nothing too cheeky. Overlord speed. Ragnarok showing us the way of the scouting. BYUN still not seeing much, but does see that he was unable to deny the third. Ragnarok going for the triangle one again. I mean, it's an odd decision, I will say. I hope to see a bit more aggression, like we did in game 2 from him, because it's so easy for Terran to drop. You just drop right here. Zerg comes, pick up, drop over here. Zerg comes back, cut. Like you just bounce back and forth. Right? Like, yeah, you know. Wait, what else is here? Okay. A couple of Hellions have joined the party now. Help the Reaper out. They're going to poke here. Overlord speed, seeing that it's a fast third CC build and that we're only getting the second and third barracks, pardon me, on right now. It is going to be by, again, stim being researched. This Overlord going to come in the peeping pillar very far back, so no pervert Overlords. That is the sound that a pervert Overlord makes. It's hard to tell, though, that they are pervert Overlords because all Overlords make noise, but there is a difference. More queens on the way. How many queens is that? We're going up to 7 queens here, Ragnarok. Not bad. Double evolution chamber on the way. No further tech and no lair yet. 4:30 has passed. We should be seeing that lair soon-ish. Probably once we start updates, then he'll go for the lair. Have we stopped? We've stopped at 4 Hellions. Okay. So really, just for scouting and crit control. Not bad. Okay. Adding in 2 more gases right now, so we're going up to 4. This feels more like Hydras to me. If we see the 5th and 6th gas once it goes up to there, it will most likely be mutas. Mutas aren't as bad on this map. Mutas are pretty decent with the amount of dead airspace. And continuing to just come up in and poke. They're finding a little opening. They're going to be able to get 1 roasty toasty drone. Almost a second. Not bad. 1-1 on the way for both players. Veiling Nest being thrown in and a lair. So it is going to be Ling Bang, of course, once we saw the 1-1 melee upgrades. We know. Is it going to be Spire or Hydras this time? I don't know, Ming. I don't know. Overlord going to splurt and splutter into the oblivion, giving his life for ire, but getting a good scout off. Seeing everything is as it should be. 4th and 5th barracks on the way. Marine hit squad about to root and toot in their way, marching one by one. Hurrah, hurrah across the map. Try and get a little pressure on, but that's 4 queens. We got a good number of links. We're adding in banelings. Lair's about to complete, and we do have the 5th and 6th bases completely saturated and ready to rumble. So I do predict that we are going to see Mutalisks. We are going to see perfect timing. Spire. Now coming in for my man RAGNAROK. Scan coming in, trying to pick up some creep. Well, snipe but not going to get much else done. Coming into the main here now. Ooh, but the Spore Crawler will deflect. And with this one here in the main, BYUN's not willing to risk it for the biscuit quite yet. Does BYUN? Yeah, I really don't think so. Yeah, no. BYUN actually has seen nothing. He doesn't know the lair timing. He doesn't know anything except what has not hit him yet. He doesn't know if it's going to be Hydras or Mutas. He might be able to predict. We do have the Hellions ready to dive in here over at the 4th base. Queen's going to get taken out here. Nice transfuse, but it looks like in the end all of Brenda Interference will die. Lings and Banes finally joining up with them and the Force Terran away. 4th base being made for BYUN now, as his 2/2 upgrades begin to morph, as well as +1 armor, so that his Whittle memes don't die as easy. Mech ground attack does not benefit Whittle memes, but armor does. BYUN's Marines coming in here, and we're gonna have to see 7 Mutalisks started immediately. As this beautiful composition begins to take shape. And we are going to throw it back to the heart of the Swarm days, baby. BYUN looking to just make things ever so classic. RAGNAROK doing a good job with the creep spread, especially over here. BYUN trying to temper it a little bit here. Keep it chill. Nice. But is going to get denied for now. Bailing speed is done. 2/2 on the way. 2/2. 5/7 of the way done for RAGNAROK. A bit ahead. Then RAGNAROKs, there is the Mutalisk. They're going to just go for the harassment right now. RAGNAROK content with dealing with it with just Ling Bane right now. No huge hit for Whittle memes or Banelings quite yet. Just poking, prodding, testing the water. Mutalisks are about to go into the natural here. There is a turret going to be able to deflect them away. They're not going to get anything done to start things off. Reinforcements will be able to chase them away from doing anything cheeky as we move forward. Terran coming in, trying to clear out some more creep. That is a lot of Banelings though. 38 Banelings out on the map. L1 Hellbat going to try and be a hero. The Whittle memes very far away, getting ready for a big shot. I feel like it did just about just as much friendly fire as it did enemy fire. But look, another hit squad here on the northwestern side. There is the 5th base that could potentially get under threat. Yeah, now BYUN sees it. He'll go for it. Immediately just cancel. Clearing up the creep as the army of RAGNAROK split pretty distracted over on the bottom side of the map. So that is a good opening. This army over here has yet to run away. So once RAGNAROK has sent his army over here and BYUN knows it, he will start to poke in. He's really been able to push the creep back really well here, setting up for a bigger attack. We do have Thor is here. Thor's able to deflect those Mutalisks. Mutalisks not able to get any kind of harassment done quite yet. There are no Whittle mines on the defense. From what I can tell, they could be hiding. Who knows? Ooh. Unfortunately, dead Mutalisk, but oh, BYUN, gotta be careful, man. Okay. Lost a couple of Marines. 2 Banelings. Oh, no, you don't want to be dropping that. Okay. Okay. That was the play. That was the play. The Mutalisks. Well, many are there? Only 13. Not a very big flock of Mutalisks quite yet. BYUN forcing RAGNAROK to split his army. BYUN's army on both sides just looks so scary. Finally, on this side, it's going to get mostly cleaned up, but this is such a scary force. The Mutalisks are going to try and fly over here to help defend against this. There's no creep here to help Bane Train deal some damage. That is just so much Terran bio. Going to have to cancel that again and run away. He's going to need to regroup, but RAGNAROK's keeping a lot of army over here to deal with just this bigger force. RAGNAROK not quite able to keep track of what is where from his opponent. 3-3 is now on the way. RAGNAROK yet to start 3-3, yet to start his hive. He's forgotten his hive. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is no bueno. Now here comes the Banelings crushing it, but the Marines are all behind the Marauders and the Thor. Oh, that's going to take so many free pot shots. The fourth base looking like it could possibly die. The Baneling's not getting some decent connections here in the end. It looks like there's going to be just enough to be able to make this run away. The Mutalisk is coming just in time as the army loads up. But the Thor is dropped. Thor is here on double side. One of the Thors gonna get magic box to death. The other one looking like he will fall pretty darn quick too. So not the most effective here as BYUN overextended almost a bit, but because of many Banelings, all of them in fact essentially killed. The worker count 78 to 70. That's a healthy count for both sides. A little bit of an income lead. But look at the resources lost. 4,500 more lost for Ragnarok. But the real story is how good of a job BYUN has done at keeping the creep back. Look at the minimap and how little vision Ragnarok has. This is so hard because it gives you vision, it gives you that speed boost, and it helps all around. It helps all around. More Thors on the way. Finally, the Hive starting at the 12-minute mark, though. That is a bit of a mistake out of our boy Ragnarok, but he was under a lot of pressure, and he held for now. Supplies, even upgrades about to not be, but this huge counterattack here out of Ragnarok as he steams forward, taking out reinforcements, actually forcing the army of BYUN back home, able to slip through with the Lings. Going to be able to get a lot of damage done. Those Mutalisks clumped up and almost going into the fire of a couple of Widowmines. Good target fire onto the Widowmines of Mutalisks. No, don't keep fighting the Marines. That is a lot of hurt and damage. Mutalisks. Ow, no! Oh, that felt like a little bit of an F2 there. We do have command centers, another command center on the way, but 5 bases to 4, 83 to 69 workers. Nice. Looks like Ragnarok did not get the type of damage he wanted to get done there, and that is 119 army supply to 90. And that is 41 million, 17 Marauders. Hive about to complete, but will it matter? 3-3 is done for BYUN, and he's able to damage and take out that very weakened base. Ragnarok is going to try and pull back for now. How many bangs is he working with? 31. That's a healthy amount. Decent amount. This force coming in over here going to face the full frontal force of the Zerg Brigade. And get taken out. There is actually nothing over here to defend. The Overlords got to eat themselves out of it. Oh no! No, the Baneling Nest! That's a really important tech structure to lose. Why was it built by the third? I don't know. But Mutalisk going for the counterattack. Really nice move here out of Ragnarok. Able to snipe off a couple of reinforcements. You got to be careful of those Widowmines though. Ling's getting a beautiful surround on the Thor and the Marauders. And BYUN will be deflected for now. Ragnarok somehow able to keep his army supply up despite the constant pressure of BYUN. The macro, immaculate out of both of these players. Resources lost that continuing to grow faster for Ragnarok than it is for BYUN. Good news for BYUN. Not about Ragnarok. BYUN going to try and pick up this base there while at the same time sending a little counterattack. Going to get eaten up by reinforcements. Banelings nicely micro to not explode on the Marauders. The Mutalisks going to come in and finish the job with the help of some Lings. Kilograms is not done. 3-3 is not started. There is no Greater Spire, no Ultralisk Cavern. We are just sitting pretty right now as Ragnarok barely tries to afford enough to hang on. Losing this base was, even though it was starting to get mined out, a big deal. Losing a couple of Mutalisks. The Mutalisks have been sniped left and right here. Widowmines getting sacrificed back to get more death to Banelings, I suppose you could say. This attack coming in here. This getting cleaned up. Mutalisk at one Marines over here. This is just constant action, guys. I can't keep up. The Marines and Marauders now coming into the natural, going to be able to snipe the Evolution Chambers. It's not like they were upgrading anything anyway. Ragnarok is as broke as a joke. And jokes are pretty broke, I must tell you. Stuff coming in here, and I don't think he never. Ragnarok never replaces Baneling Nest. Apparently not even able to afford that. And look how quickly those Lings die to the 3-3 Marines. GG, BYUN takes the cake and will win this.